Hi, Dale Shaquette here, Certified Master Trainer and Human Behavioral Consultant. It isn't always the easiest thing in the world to manage a team. And what I'm hearing from clients is that it's even harder today with people working from home and going through all kinds of stress, much more stress than they would normally go through. Today, I'm going to talk about how personality styles are changing during this time, and how it can affect the motivation in your team. So the first thing I'd like to do is share with you the 4 basic model of human behavior personality styles. How they behave under normal circumstances, and how their personality styles are most likely changing at this time. And some tips on how can you work with that so that when your team does get back to the office, you're going to have a stronger team. So let's dive into this. And this is a perfect time to do it because everybody's working from home. I know people are busy, but it's a really good time to not make an excuse to do it. So here we go. The first personality style is the dominant or direct person. And I'm sure you're going to recognize this person on your team. They're the doer, they're the go-getter, they're the goal setter. You give them something to do and they'll do it like that. They love an interactive and dynamic workplace. So think about this. Right now, they don't have that. If they're working from home, those dynamics have changed. And it's becoming challenging for them. Because always the doer, now they feel, I can't do this, I can't do that. They're like a caged animal going back and forth saying, when is this going to end? Because they feel they've lost control. And this is one thing that they need. 3 things. And for each one of these, I'm going to say 3 things that each of these personality styles needs every day in their life to be happy and productive. So the dominant person needs choices, challenges, and control. Well, they've lost the control. And while they are probably facing a challenge, it's not the kind of challenge that they like. So this person who is normally quick to respond, results oriented, very direct, these are some of their attributes, can now become rude, pushy, and offensive, which is something you don't want going back into the workplace. Is there a special project you can give them? Is there something you've been putting on the back burner at this time? Maybe you can bring that up and give it to them so they can lead it, they can feel that they have control back, and they have a challenge. The second personality style is the inspiring type. And I'm sure you've got one on your team too. You know, the one who likes to have fun, joke around, get together after work with their buddies or gal pals and have that drink. They like to go back and forth in the office, have a chat, go on break with them. But they don't have that now. And they're probably feeling cut off. They've lost that social interaction, and they probably lost some energy for getting the work done. These individuals are normally distracted anyway, so this is an area where now they're at home. There's lots of distractions, I'm sure. So what they really need is recognition, popularity, and approval. Well, popularity because they get involved with their friends at work, their coworkers, but they're most likely not getting the recognition and approval. Is there something you can do? For the person now who is normally optimistic, outgoing, and involved, is now being unrealistic, unfocused, and directionless. Group calls are great. If you're doing group calls right now, I'm going to give you a high five. But you might want to add to that. Maybe add a social event on a Friday. You know, hey, when we finish work today, let's all go on Zoom and have a cocktail hour. Okay? If you're not doing group calls, why not try it? Get everybody together, because with teams being apart, there's less cohesiveness. So give it a try. Now the next team member is the one who's always helpful. It's your steady rock. It's the one who keeps everybody together, making sure everybody's happy. And they need to know that everyone is safe and healthy. Now, they probably are enjoying working from home because they have their family around them. If they don't have a family, they may be feeling a little lost and unable to really help. So the normally reliable, good listener, amiable person is now becoming dependent, uncommunicative, and resentful. What they need every day, as much as breathing, is appreciation, security, and reassurance. And the last two, security and reassurance, they're probably not getting much of these days. Can you give them some appreciation? Show them that you still care about them. Because this is what this is really all about. Showing your people that you care. And then the next one and the last one is that person who likes to work alone. So they're probably thrilled to be home right now because they get to work all by themselves. They're the critical thinkers of the group. They're the ones that love to do the planning, the ones that like data and technical aspects and projects. And maybe they can't be doing that right now. So this individual is probably more upset because things aren't the way they should be. And they are probably upset at people who aren't keeping their social or physical, I'll call it physical distancing. I like that word better, physical distancing. That upsets them. And being the biggest worrier group, they are most likely more worried about their health than any of the other personality styles. And what they need every day is quality answers, being right and excellent. They're probably not getting that as much as they need. So what can you do to keep this person motivated? As I said before, now is a great time to get to know your team better and understand their behavior. You know what they're not like normally. Now you have an idea of when they're having a rough day or when their needs aren't being met, where they can go. And those strengths now become negatives. So by doing this, when they do get back to the office, you're going to have a stronger team. They will be more cohesive. They'll be happier and much more productive. And if there's any questions that you'd like to ask me, you can go to my website at www.gailchalkette.com. I'll be happy to have a chat with you. Bye-bye.